What is up, fellow travelers? Aaron the Old Man Gamer here, and we are about to start Ultima IV. So, this is the remastered Ultima IV. It is a fan product, so this is not the actual original game. It is made for the C64. We're running it through the VICE emulator. So there's going to be some differences between what you see in this game and what is actually in the real Ultima 4. So we're going to be rocking this one because this is supposed to be the best version of Ultima 4 there is. So you'll notice that there is some graphical differences. What they did with this one is they tried to reverse engineer Ultima V graphics and import them into Ultima 4. So we're going to be starting a new game. So we will initiate a new game. By what name shalt thou be known in this world and time? So we will be the Traveler. Art thou male or female? Well, I believe I am a male. Okay, the day is warm, yet there is a cooling breeze. The latest in a series of personal crises seems insurmountable. You're being pulled apart in all directions. Yet this afternoon walk in the countryside slowly brings relaxation to your harried mind. The soil and stain of modern high-tech living begins to wash off in layers. That willow tree near the stream looks comfortable and inviting. The buzz of dragonflies and the whisper of the willow's swaying branches bring a deep peace. Searching inward for tranquility and happiness, you close your eyes. A high-pitched cascading sound like crystal wind chimes impinges on your floating awareness. As you open your eyes, you see a shimmering blueness rise from the ground. The sound seems to be emanating from this glowing portal. Hate to say this, but as a guy who loves fiction literature, this sounds awful fanfic to me. But then again, what can you say? You know, fantasy writing tends to be a little bit on the flowery side, so we will reserve our comments for later. It is difficult to look at the blueness. Light seems to bend and distort around it, while the sound waves become so intense they appear to become visible. The portal hangs there for a moment. Then, with the rush of an imploding vacuum, it sinks into the ground. Something remains suspended in midair for a moment before falling to earth with a heavy thud. Somewhat shaken by this vision, you rise to your feet to investigate. A crude circle of stone surrounds the spot where the portal appeared. There is something glinting in the grass. You pick up an amulet shaped like a cross with a loop at the top. It is an Ankh, the sacred symbol of life and rebirth. But this could not have made thud, so you look again and find a large book wrapped in thick cloth. With trembling hands you unwrap the book. Behold, the cloth is a map, and within lies not one book but two. The map of the land strange to you, and the style speaks of ancient cartography. The script on the cover of the first book is arcane but readable. The title is The History of Britannia, as told by Kyle the Younger. The other book is disturbing to look at. Its small cover appears to be fashioned out of some form of leathery hide, but from what creature is uncertain. The reddish-black skin radiates an intense aura suggestive of ancient power. The tongue of the title is beyond your ken. You dare not open the book and disturb whatever sleeps within. You decide to peruse the history. Settling back under the willow tree, you open the book. You read the book of history. No, really, read the book of history. Dude, I'll read the book of history when I want to read the book of history. I played this game once already. I don't need to read the book of history. I already know the book of history. Closing the book, you again pick up the Ankh. As you hold it, you begin to hear a hauntingly familiar lute-like sound wafting over a nearby hill. Still clutching the strange artifacts, you rise unbidden and climb the slope. In the valley below, you see what appears to be a fair. It seems strange that you came that way earlier and noticed nothing. As you mull this over, your feet carry you down towards the site. It is no ordinary traveling carnival, but a Renaissance fair. The pennants on the tent tops blow briskly in the late afternoon breeze. The ticket taker at the Ren Fair's gate starts to ask you for money, but upon spotting your Ankh says, "Welcome, friend, enter in peace and find your path." The music continues to pull you forward amongst the merchants and vendors. Glimpses of fabulous treasures can be seen in some of the shadowy booths. These people are very happy. They seem to glow with an inner light. Some look up as you pass and smile, but you cannot stop. The music compels you to move onward through the crowd. Through the gathering dusk, you see a secluded gypsy wagon sitting off in the woods. The music seems to emanate from the wagon. As you draw nearer, a woman's voice weaves into the music, saying, "You may approach, O seeker." You enter to find an old gypsy sitting in a small curtained room. She wears an ankh around her neck. In front of her is a round table covered in deep green velvet. The room smells so heavily of incense that you feel dizzy. Seeing the ankh, the ancient gypsy smiles and warns you never to part with it. "We have been waiting such a long time, but at last you have come. Sit here, and I shall read the path of your future." Upon the table she places a curious wooden object like an abacus, but without beads. In her hand she holds 8 unusual cards. Let us begin the casting. So this is where you answer questions, and based on your answers, you will become one of the 8 character classes in the game. So we are going to do the casting. So basically, there is a trick to deciding which class you will be. So if you answer all A, you'll become a wizard. If you answer all B, you'll become a shepherd. The wizard is probably the most powerful class in the game because you'll be able to use the magic wand and also cast spells. But the shepherd, on the other hand, is the weakest class in the game, and you will be restricted on weapon types. You won't be able to cast spells. However, you will have access to use all of the other characters who are quite powerful. So we're going to go the wizard route. So regardless of what the questions we get asked, we will answer A. Okay. The gypsy places the first 2 cards upon the table. They are the cards of compassion and justice. She says, "Consider this. After 20 years thou hast found the slayer of thy best friends. The villain proves to be a man who provides the sole support for a young girl. Dost thou A, spare him in compassion to the girl, or B, slay him in the name of justice?" So we will choose A. The gypsy places 2 more of these cards upon the table. They are the cards of valor and spirituality. She says, "Consider this. A local bully pushes for a fight. Dost thou A, valiantly trounce the rogue, or B. Decline, knowing in thy spirit that no lasting good will come of this. So we will choose Valor. Gypsy places 2 more of the cards upon the table. They are the cards of honesty and honor. She says, consider this. Thou art sworn to protect thy lord at any cost, yet thou knowest that he hath committed a crime. Authorities ask thee of the affair. Dost thou A. break thy oath by honestly speaking, or B. uphold honor by silently keeping thine oath? So you'll choose honesty. The gypsy places 2 more of the cards upon the table. They are the cards of sacrifice and humility. She says, consider this. Thou art an elderly, wealthy eccentric. Thy end is near. Dost thou A. donate all thy wealth to feed the hundreds of starving children and receive public adulation, or B. humbly live out thy life, willing thy fortune to thy heirs? So you'll choose sacrifice. The gypsy places 2 more of the cards upon the table. They are the cards of compassion and valor. She says, consider this. Thou dost manage to disarm thy mortal enemy in a duel. He is at thy mercy. Dost thou A. show compassion by permitting him to yield, or B. slay him as expected of a valiant duelist? So you will choose compassion. Gypsy places 2 more of the cards upon the table. They are the cards of honesty and sacrifice. She says, consider this. Thee and thy friends are valiant but penniless warriors. Thou both go out to slay a mighty dragon. Thy friend thinks he slew it. Thee did. When asked, dost thou A. truthfully claim the spoil, to plate gold, or B. allow thy friend to the large reward? So we choose honesty. The gypsy places the last 2 cards upon the table. They are the cards of honesty and compassion. She says, consider this. Entrusted to deliver an uncounted purse of gold, thou dost meet a poor beggar. Dost thou A. deliver the gold, knowing the trust in thee was well placed, or B. show compassion, giving the beggar a coin, knowing it won't be missed? So you'll choose honesty. With the final choice, the incest swells up around you. The gypsy speaks as if from a great distance, her voice growing fainter with each chosen word. So be it, thy path is chosen. There is a moment of intense, wrenching vertigo. As you close your eyes, a voice whispers within your mind, seek the counsel of thy sovereign. After a moment, the spinning subsides, and you open your eyes too. Okay, we are in Britannia now, so we have... Let me see. So we are a mage, as expected. So we have a staff and cloth armor. Let's see, 20 magic points, strength 19, dexterity 22, intelligence 24. We're at 2nd level, 200 hit points. So we are able to recruit 1 other character to our party. So the way this works is that for every level we go up, we are able to recruit 1 additional member to our party. So we can't go around and recruit all the people until we reach level 8. So, let's see. We will enter the town. This is Moonglow. Talk. North. You meet a tall mage. Your interest. Name. I am Calabrini. Okay. What is your job? I bear greetings from the fair city of Moonglow. Dost thou seek an inn or healing? You respond, no. So perhaps the shrine which lies on an isle to the north. So let's see. We are looking for several different things in this town, as we will in all towns. So there's a rune that will allow us to enter the shrine, and the mantra, which will allow us to pray there. Okay. Battered Mage. I am Tyrone. What is your job? I used to search for the blue stone. Stone. Stone of Honesty is found in an altar in the Dungeon of Deceit. So if you've got your handy dandy Ultima notepad, you need to write some of this stuff down. Because the location of the stone and things like mantras and all that, these are all important things. So let's write this down here. Stone of Honesty. Is in Dungeon Deceit. Wilt thou search? Yes. Know its uses. Uses. Okay, he can't help me with that. I think that's all he has to say. See, meet an elderly woman. I am Cosima. What is your job? I'm an alchemist. Alchemist. I know how best to mix reagents. Dost thou know how to best mix spells? No. Secrets in the reagents. Reagents. A sleep spell actually requires but 1 part spider silk. So basically in the book of spells, it will say that you have to use 2 parts spider silk, but you only need 1. And this is sort of the case with every spell in this game, I think. Let's see. You know the mantra? No. So we know the stone. Rune. Okay, well. You meet a regal paladin. Name. You're Cromwell. What is your job, Mr. Cromwell? Speak the virtues of honesty. Honesty. It says a few honest men are better than numbers. Dost thou strive to be honest? Yes. Then you'll need the mantra. Mantra for honesty is A-H-M. Okay, so we will need to know that when we go to meditate at the shrine. Because when we go there, we will meditate on the virtue of honesty, and we will use that mantra to gain our, I guess, the virtue. So you have to meditate for 3 cycles at least if you top out at your virtue. Okay. You meet a mystic wizard. I am rebellious. What is your job? Live an honest life. Honest. Speak the truth and shame the forces. Shame the evil forces. Truth. Evil. Evil still exists in our hearts and souls. Dost thou seek to conquer thine own evil? Yes. The quest of a lifetime. Let's see. I wonder if the quest can help me with that. Shrine. Rune. Okay, well. Bye. You meet a playful child. Name. I am Kristen. What's your job, Kristen? I'm your friend. Friend. Honest friends are few. Art thou my friend? Yes. That makes me happy. Do you know where the rune is? Okay. Mantra. Okay. Let's see. Shrine. Okay. Bye. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's talk to this person. Meet a battered mage. Is this, we talked to this person already? Tyrone, okay, we already talked to Tyrone. Sage Deli. Well, this is a place to buy food, so let's talk to this kid right here. Hey kid, how are you doing? Child eating a sandwich. Name. William. Hi William. What do you do for a living? Oh, not much. You know where the rune is? Yeah, search for the Rune of Honesty by Maria's Gold. Okay, that helps. Okay. Now we gotta find Maria's Gold. So we have the mantra, so we need the rune. Healing. Okay. Dying young wizard. Name. Shazam. What do you do for a living? I'm apprentice to great wizard Nigel. Nigel. I will soon need to use a spell he calls Recall. Hast thou met Nigel? No. He lives at the Lyceum. Okay, so we look for Nigel at the Lyceum. Okay, so we'll look for Nigel at the Lyceum and ask him about Recall. Bye. Okay. So Recall is a spell. I believe Recall is the spell that will raise you from the dead. So let's see. You meet an old gypsy. I am Inu. I read palms. Fortune teller. Okay. Palms. Palms tell fortunes. Fortunes. Give thy palm. Dost thou wish thy destiny? Yes. A great quest will lead thee into the abyss where the codex awaits. Okay. Okay, I think that's all she's got to say. So she's basically telling us what our quest it will end up being. Okay, magical herbs. Okay, so you notice this particular merchant doesn't track with you. That's because she's blind. So I've played this game before, long time ago, and one of the things about this particular merchant is that you can buy herbs from her, and you will be asked to what you will pay, and you could cheat her and she will still sell you the stuff. However, if you do lie and you don't give her the right amount of money, it will affect your honesty. So if you want to screw your chances of becoming the Avatar, you will cheat her. So the idea is that you pay her either the right amount or more, and your honesty attribute will go up. So let's talk to this wizard person right here. I am Browning. Okay, Browning, what's your job? Strive to live an honest life. Okay. Honest. An honest soul need to remember no lies. Hast thou never lied? Hast thou never lied? No. Truth never hurts the teller. Okay. So I think if you say yes, it will affect your honesty because no one never lies. Okay. So we're going to try to find Maria's chest. So Maria has a chest around here somewhere. If I recall correctly, Maria is over this way. There's a beggar. Let's talk to the beggar. Hello, Mr. Beggar. Hunched, insane-looking man. I am Draenor. What is your job, Draenor? I move the sun. Okay. The moons are my enemies. When I die, the world will end. Do you believe my story? Yeah, sure. So we must fell the moons. Okay. And who's this over here? Bouncy Jester. I'm Decker. Okay, Decker. What do you do? An honest living jesting. Jesting. I love a good jest. Dost thou? Yes, I do. We ought to exchange jokes sometimes. Well, that's good. Let's see. Okay, this must be Maria's chest. Let me search. Find the rune of honesty. Cool. So we found the rune, we have the mantra. So we've kind of finished up at this town. So what we want to do is go to another town. Exit. Yes, so we will leave. Okay, we are at 29 minutes at this point. So I'm going to end this here. And we will pick up the next episode outside of Moonglow. We'll be going to find a moon gate to travel to another town and then explore there. So we've managed to get the rune. We've got the mantra from this town. So we're all ready to embark on our quest for the Avatar hood in honesty. So we have to just make sure we don't lie and be truthful and stuff when we are asked questions. So that will be we'll start off next time, and then we will probably try to go to one of the other towns. Hopefully we'll go to Britain and go see Lord British. So that's on the agenda for next time. So until then, safe travels to you all, and we will catch up next time.